All right, so you're probably used to downloading applications via some kind of installer from a website or an app store of some sort. In Linux, we use what's called a package manager. You can think of a package manager like an app store, but it's built right into the system and it runs right from the command line. Ubuntu uses a package manager called APT, which stands for Advanced Package Tool. It handles downloading, installing, updating, and removing software. And it gets everything from trusted repositories, which are like official software library. If you're new here or maybe just forgot how to get into your terminal, click the card at the top and you can get a refresher on how to get Ubuntu up and running for your system. And make sure you subscribe so you can stay up to date with everything that I got coming out. All right, now let's start with something critical that's updating your system. Before installing new software, you should always make sure your system's up to date. We do this with two commands. We do sudo apt update. You might be prompted for your password. If so, just enter it. You'll see something like this going down. I don't have much to update because I just ran this. Oh, if you're on a Docker container, you don't need to run sudo. You're logged in as root already. So you would just run apt update like so. And you'll see some output that looks like this. And then you can run apt upgrade. If it all looks good, you hit Y for yes. And then it upgrades the packages. So sudo apt upgrade. I don't have anything to upgrade. So that's cool. We can clear that. Sudo, S-U-D-O, stands for super user do, which basically means do this as the administrator, as root. In most cases, it'll ask for your password to elevate access. If you're in a Docker container like I mentioned, you're already logged in as root, so you don't need that sudo. On some VMs, you need sudo, but it won't ask you for a password. So just some things to be aware of. Pro tip, you can combine the commands like so, sudo apt update, double ampersand, that's the and sign, sudo apt upgrade. So what this tells the system is to run this command first, and if this command is successful, then and only then follow up with this command. And then you could add -y to it to skip any prompts. You'll see this a lot in like init scripts and things of that nature when you get more advanced and start doing scripts to install packages and whatnot. So let's clear this off the screen. All right, so now let's say you want to install a specific program, but you're not sure of the exact package name. You can search the repos by using apt search. So that's apt search. And then let's say you need a media player, right? So you could do apt search, media player, like so, and see what's returned. You go through them. So let's install VLC. You can see I already have it installed, but we're going to do it for this exercise. So we do sudo apt install VLC. You can hit Y to install it, or you can hit no to not install it, or you can hit Control C. But for this exercise, for this demonstration, we're going to do -Y. So we skip through the prompts. Now that VLC is installed, we can verify it. We can type in which VLC, and that shows you where the binary is installed for VLC. You can also do VLC -- version to see the version of the VLC media player that you have installed. Now, if you want to remove VLC, you would do sudo apt remove VLC. It'll give you a prompt, and then you just hit Y to remove it. I'm not going to remove it. I need it on my box. And to remove more than just the software, so remove will just remove the application, but it will leave any configuration files. If you want to remove everything that has to do with VLC, then you would do sudo apt purge VLC, and you hit yes if you want to, or you could do N for no if you don't. You could also do -Y to auto approve for any of those options. And then to clean up software, like any unused dependencies, you can do sudo apt auto remove, and this will remove any unused dependencies. Here's something to test out your install skills. We could do sudo apt install SL, and then once that's installed, you can hit which SL. See, it's installed under user games SL, and what we're going to do, we're just going to run it. We're just going to type in SL and give you this nice little locomotion. I know it's corny, right? But it's good for demonstration purposes. I like the little train. I'm running again. Yeah, look at that. Little ASCII odd locomotive. How do we remove that? Let's do sudo purge sl-y, and then we could do double ampersand sudo apt auto remove. Sudo apt. I did that on purpose, y'all. You see how I didn't go to the second command because the first one failed? Yep, I know what I'm doing. Teaching. All right, so let's install something that you might use in the real world, especially if you're in web development or want to build a website. Here's something you might need. Sudo apt install Node.js npm-y. Let that cook. You know, Node.js is a JavaScript language. It's pretty common, especially with web development. npm is the Node package manager, and you guessed it, it installs packages for Node. Node's all installed. We can do same old thing, Node.js, which Node.js. We could do Node.js -- version, and we can also do which npm, and then we can do npm -- version as well, and we can verify that those are installed. Cool. And just like that, you're one step closer to your career in tech. So I would highly encourage you to keep playing around with apt, install things, remove them, purge them. The beauty of VMs is that you can just spin up a new one if you break it. No harm, no foul. Here's a fun little exercise. Install neofetch and Linux logo using only one line of commands. So pause the video and see what you got. Okay, here's how you solve that exercise. Sudo apt install neofetch Linux logo -y neofetch. Voila. If you one-lined it like this, you get some cool points. If you didn't, that's all good. You're still new. That's all I have for you in this one. Check me out in the next video where I'll be diving deeper into the Linux file system. You'll get an understanding of where everything lives and why. Hit the subscribe button so you don't miss it. And let me know in the comments what software you installed using your new command line skills. But until next time, I'm out.
Take a trip to the wild side. When HFG present, they scared to come outside. Trying to see you shorty gon' bring a backside.